beginners open, and we believe that we can now hear it on Zoom. So this one's first. Not sure whose it is because I haven't looked. Jerry. Oh, he's not really a beginner anyway. We're going to have him in advance next year in the new rules. Where are you? Oh, there you are, hiding behind the back. As a gazunder, it's wonderful. Yeah. And I gather that the veneer on the outside and the veneer on the inside are different, which means that it's complicated. So it's an excellent piece of work. Not a lot of flaws with it. It's very heavy and an excellent job, to be honest. Well, not one I'd want to tackle. Don't know how long it took you to make, but I haven't got the patience for it. Yeah, exactly. Then the rest of them, got a nice little box here that purports to be somebody's first box. I'm not sure whose that was. Oh, Claire Whitlock, where is she? I can't see her. Oh, there you are, hiding again behind the back. I believe it's ash, rippled ash, not you. You've got the grain lining up, nicely done. It's always difficult, as I make the same, not mistake, but to try and get the grain to align, I always end up with the spigot and socket being a little too small. Not that it detracts from it very much, because it does have a nice fit, but I always find that I do them too small, whereas if you've got them a bit longer, you get a bit of more of an air seal. But not a lot wrong with it. Nice, unusual little shape, nice piece, and the grain does align. So well done. Then I marked equal second with this one, which is everyone called Claire the cake, as opposed to Claire the other one. So my only comment with this is, as a beginner, it's classic that you want to save as much wood as possible to make the bowl as big as possible, which means that the aesthetics of the shape are a little difficult. It also makes it more difficult for you if you're trying to go almost down a vertical side with a small hollowing tool, because you mentioned that it was about as far as you could go. Whereas if there's a possibility that if you'd actually made that more of a vessel with a pedestal, you'd have had a shallower side, you'd have got round the bottom more easily, you could have kept the consistency of the thickness and had a little foot at the bottom, which would have made it very elegant. It just wouldn't have contained quite as much porridge, but that's the main reason that that's slightly marked down, because of but you've got to learn as a beginner, you've got to do something and think, what could I have done better? There was a lot of work in it though, and it came out well. You said it was a struggle. This one I scored slightly further down, just one notch down as third. Terry, somewhere. Oh, yeah, sorry. When you're looking at faces, just see faces, not the people. Nice little job, comparatively to the one that was a bit bigger, a bit less work involved in it. Few minor, as a beginner, not a big deal. A few minor whirls in the bottom, little tiny dent, which at the next level up you get hammered at, and some little bits of bruising around the edge there. But at least you made an effort to get rid of the mortise, because I presume you turned it as a mortise, didn't you? Yeah. And again, very slightly dog bowl. It's the same comment, which is we always want to make the most out of the wood. The answer really is let the aesthetics drive the design, not the size of the lump of wood. Because again, it's all down to the smaller the bottom, the more you can charge. So if that was to have a smaller profile at the bottom, it would have been slightly more aesthetically pleasing, but not as practical as a dog bowl, as a porridge bowl. This one, third vessel monkey puzzle, which is this one. Kieran, okay, Kieran, well done. You've come up with a decent, nice, where are you? Sorry, can't see, there you are. You come up with a nice design profile. It's quite unusual. The bottom lets you down, fairly obviously. You probably didn't quite know how to jam chuck that to actually reverse it and overcome the plucking at the bottom. And that's the main thing that lets it down. It's a nice little profile with a rough bottom. So that's, if you'd overcome the issue at the bottom, you'd have got a lot more points. Yeah, well, it's just the fact that it's as rough as a badger's. Right, next lot, got to hurry up. what have I done here? A first and a second for these two. This one's quite an original design with a very nice fitting stopper, which allows you access to the clock. I don't think it could hold booze, but I'm not sure that was necessarily an essential part of the brief. You could argue that it might have been, but nice little U back. It's a hip flask with a crock in it. But it's a really nice item. The back works well with a little bit of U. The U stopper works well, and it all holds together very nicely. Yeah, and it meets the brief. Yeah, there you go. This one, the booze is unfortunately slightly leaked out, and the only reason this is second is not so much that the booze has leaked a little bit or that it's slightly marked the surface. It's that the stopper and the insert that you put in is slightly on the squiff. And I'll just check the contents. Oh. It has, which I'm very impressed. And a nice little top to go with it, which is lovely. But this is right now on to the advanced open. Whose is this lovely little? Yeah, clever bugger. This is really nice job. Multi-axis turn to get all the circles, and you've got a box with a little hidden jobby in it, Chinese style. I mean, that's something we're really proud of. That's excellent, top notch. So, second. There's a little collection here of pieces done in the same style. I don't mind that it's a collection. We normally say it's only one piece, but I wasn't going to take issue with that. They're all done in a similar style, very lightweight, nice even finishes. There's a couple of little minor streak marks here and there, but I think it's poplar, which is a pig to finish. Is it poplar? Poplar? Tulip wood? Magnolia. Oh, okay, yeah. Nice pieces, a nice little feature here. I'm not sure what you do with it, but it's a bit of a feature, a bit of fun. Oh, yeah, cool. Yeah, ring box. And this one, I happen to know it's John French because he showed it me beforehand. I scored him 8th out of 3. This is one that's distorted like Billy-O, if you're not absolutely sure. The inside and the outside, you can't return it. I think it's a great save. Put some holes in it, make it a little feature, a talking point. It'll probably still carry on distorting for another few months. So, great. Where is he, John? Yeah. Oh, right, there you go. Yeah. An experiment, and as such, good bit of fun. Well done. Now we're on to advanced themed. 2 very close points here. The only minor difference in the scoring, really, is that this one actually stands up and that one doesn't. But I'm not sure who did each. That's Clive's. That's good. I've scored him down. Oh, that's Richard. And it's got a lovely bit of pewter on it. The texturing is nice. I know there's all sorts of different ways that you can make these things, and this is the insert style. But there's lots of nice little details on it, and I like the bit of pewter. I just think that's extremely nice. This is very pleasing. Just the fact that I couldn't get it to stand up, and if I wanted to be really critical, which I'm not trying to be, the thread works, but it's slightly wavy on half of it, which is always... Okay. Yeah. And your insert is very slightly, not absolutely plumb centre. Yeah. Those are the only 2 minor points. It could have been very close to equal first, but and the reason I thought it was a slight wave on the thread is as you go down, although you've got a good length of thread, as you go down, it just tightens. Right. Okay. But I was thinking maybe the design was to stand that way, then I thought maybe the liquid would fall out. But excellent, nice finish, lovely details. Masters open. Not sure who did this one. Who did this one? Stephen. Oh, well, there you go. Just excellent. I mean, it must be about 500 grams of pewter in it because it weighs a ton. Yeah, absolutely lovely. The added detail of the, is that an additional wood insert, the dark, or is that? Yep. It's cast in, it's a resin. Yeah, well, that's a really nice detail. Sorry. Okay. Beautiful piece, nice little mother of pearl insert, and very well done indeed. So excellent for that. Then we've got two other open ones, completely different. So trying to score comparative with Masters is very difficult. I think this one just looks great. I just love it. I love the oil matte finish. Probably Harvey's, is it? There you go. Ha! Second for a change. Excellent. Oh yeah, this one, you can have that one back. Yeah, this one's better. And I presume these are screw holes where you had it fixed to a faceplate, yeah, to do which is sneaky. I might have been tempted to cut the last quarter-inch off, so I hit the screw holes. But, but isn't it? You know, it's a nice wood turner's piece. So that's absolutely lovely. This one, probably, oh, Paul. All right, okay. I was going to say it would have been another one from Stephen, but there you are, Paul. No, second out of two. I know I normally score you, you know.
Just before.
But the polishing has meant that the resin has got very few, if any, scratch marks in. And it's, well, there's bound to be some somewhere. I just haven't got the magnifying loupe out. It's a nice piece, nice save. Personally, I don't like the glitter, but that doesn't mean that it's anything to do with scoring the piece down. I just think it's a very nice little piece. So well done. Got to hurry up. These last two for Masters, I've been quite critical on these ones. I've scored none of them first because that's been done to me so many times. I thought I'd get my own back. Right, this one, Justin. I'm not quite sure of the coloration or of the texturing. And it's just gone, it's just that unfortunately it socks you in the eye that it's inconsistent. Where are you?
You're right, and I was going to try and return it, but it was too thin.
Yeah, a lovely piece. And you said in there that it fought you all the way. And there's nothing to mark down really, apart from the fact that that overall effect, yeah. I don't know whether I'd have gone back in and laden it with gold wax or something or other, but
everything that I had in my house dried out.
And this one, who did this one? Paul, again, always got a second as well. Yeah. And the only thing really on this is that the little details, the pyro overcooked. And unless I mean, you can overcome that by sanding the whole thing back again and starting to redo that detail. And unfortunately, if that wasn't there, or it was done simpler, it would have helped the piece, put it that way. I'm not sure what else you said about it. Made in two halves, yeah, and but that's the main reason that Masters level just slightly marked down. Otherwise, the hip flasks that everybody's done, I'm very impressed. They're all really good attempts. So well done, everybody. Thank you very much.